I'm Monique, and this is my project for Mr. Baker's comparing and contrasting the North and the South. And I'm going to start off with the North. The North, you had factories that were very unsafe and not sanitary. They were so unsafe that they would collapse while people were working. And in that time, they had the Industrial Revolution going on, and there were tons of little kids working in them. They'd be 9 and 8, very young. In the North, if you lived in the North, you had to be very open-minded to change, because there was a lot of change in the North. When you lived in the North, you had to if you were a free African American, you had to wear a badge so you wouldn't be claimed of being a fugitive, aka a runaway slave. And you had to be really careful if you were going to cross the North and the South border to enter the North to get to Canada. And then that concludes the North. And in the South, African Americans worked on plantations picking cotton. And they didn't want slavery to end either. Because if slavery ended, the North and the South were both scared that they would take jobs for lower cost. But only the rich owned slaves. They auctioned off slaves in the South, and the South wasn't open-minded to changes. But the North was open-minded to changes. The North changed a lot. The South took time with changing. In the South, there weren't free African Americans, and most would run away to the North to get to Canada, to get to Ontario, so they could live a free life and not be a slave all their life. And that concludes my project.